Hello YouTube and places beyond. This is the Rock and Roll Dragon, and here we are for the first ever episode of Rock Talk. I've got a special guest here today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Citrine Husky, and I've been in the fandom for about 5 years now, since 2014, and I go to various conventions in the Middle Plains of the US, and I am staff for a local convention as well.
Oh, what state are you from?
So I'm from Indiana.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're just south of us.
Yeah, just a few miles or hours, something like that.
So, I have to ask, what was the thing that caught your attention of the furry fandom?
Okay, so quick story about that. In 2013, I went to see Styx live, and it was a great concert. And in the middle of the concert, they talked about how they were in this hotel for the weekend, waiting up to their concert, and there were these furry people in the hotel, and they thought these people were weird, and by the time they left, they're like, hey, these people are alright, these people are pretty cool. And so...
Styx, of all things.
Yes. They were like, embrace all types. And so I basically went home thinking, yeah, that sounds like me. And so from there, I typed into YouTube, so it was pretty safe anyway. And so I found a video, the very first one, which was of a suitor, and it was called Cute, Ari is Cute. And I seen this suitor, and he was just hugging people. People were coming up to him, and he was squeaking. He was one of the squeakers, and he was just having so much fun. He was doing squeaking right.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't a bad squeak.
No, it was enunciated squeaking, so it was actually pretty good.
Nice.
And so aside from the squeaking, I was like, I want to do this. I really want to do this. It's just kind of, it was that pinnacle moment of, this is something I'm probably going to do for the rest of my life.
Oh no. All right. Well, that's definitely okay. Now, just that blew my mind. Like you had told me just like 5 minutes ago about this story, and I was like, Styx of all things. Like I'd never thought like a band would get involved with like furries like that. That is awesome. All right, so aside from an official, actual Hall of Fame rock band catching your attention to the fandom, once you found yourself in the fandom, what would you say would be the thing that kept you coming back?
So the thing that kept me coming back to the fandom was for sure the music. I noticed that there's a large group of musical furries in the fandom, some that even gear music towards furry as a whole demographic. And I thought that was really cool. Me being a singer-songwriter, musician, I was like, well, I'm definitely going to do this. This seems like something that's kind of right up my alley.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of funny you mentioned that, because the whole reason I actually met Citrine Husky was because I was actually invited to Indie FurCon in Indiana, of all places. I wasn't exactly a guest of the convention, but they were basically throwing me an open time slot, which I couldn't resist. So I got there, did my first solo show, and then later on in the convention, I met Citrine Husky, who was doing a charity performance, which is basically playing. It was basically kind of a charity jam session where we would take requests from the audience, or basically cook up whatever kind of music we could think of, doing covers and stuff like that. And I had a great, amazing time because this guy is talented, and he blew me away. And so I couldn't resist partnering up with him for an official collaboration in my actual Motor City FurCon performance. And that was last year. Again, link in the description to that one as well. And so ever since then, it's just basically been bouncing back and forth with music ideas with this guy. And hopefully next year I can actually include him with my set, because unfortunately this one we got cut for time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so now this is the part of the interview where I would ask you, what do you think sets you apart from the fandom as an individual? What unique qualities do you have, aside from your obvious talents, that you think you bring to the fandom?
So I think the first thing that you'll notice about me, if you see me at a convention, is going to be that I'm legally blind. I have a cane that I usually bring around with me. It's a typical black and white cane with a red tip that you would see most visually impaired people use. And this is something that I have noticed people are very intrigued about in the fandom. There's not very many blind huskies apparently in this day and age, you know, so...
Gotta represent.
Yeah, I know, represent the class of like 2. Me and my fiance, yay! And
by the way, hi Snow!
Yay! And so basically, just a quick overview of what I have, because we're on interview time, is I have what is known as a cataract, which is pretty much just thin layer of skin that covers the eye, not real skin, but yeah. But a thin layer of skin that covers the eye, and you can't see past it. So pretty much the way that I can describe it to you to help you understand how I can see and how I always will see is when there's a very dense fog in the morning and school's called off or work's called off and you're happy, well, that's me every day. I just get over it and go to school or work anyway. So it's just always there.
Yeah. Well, and I do have to say, especially with the talent that you put up on stage every time you get up to perform, and especially with the work ethic that you have, especially with running conventions and helping run panels and everything like that, I have to say you really bring an amazing quality to the fandom.
Oh, thank you so much. It really means a lot that you would say that. That's something that I honestly do feel like is my purpose in the fandom. When I went into this fandom, I decided I had 2 purposes. I was going to make people happy, and as sappy as it sounds, I was going to make people realize that a disability doesn't own you.
Oh, dude, that is an amazing philosophy to have. That is awesome stuff. All right, so now here comes the end of the interview, unfortunately. But this is probably one of my favorite questions to ask. If you have one of your absolute favorite rock hits that you absolutely love to just rock out to, what would it be?
Okay, well, I definitely have the perfect answer to that. So there's a lot of great rock songs out there, but I think that my favorite rock song of all time is Don't Stop Believin' by the iconic 80s band Journey.
Ooh, nice. Nice choice there.
Yes.
Awesome stuff. So, that about wraps it up for Rock Talks with the Rock and Roll Dragon. I want to personally thank Citrine Husky for coming out and doing this with me. We're actually at Motor City FurCon right now. Woo! So thank you in advance for anyone that came out and saw either of us perform. Citrine Husky can be found on YouTube as well as Twitter. Links for both of those are going to be in the description below, as well as the specific video portions of the concert that he did with me last year. Those are going to be links in the description as well. Are there any parting thoughts that you would have for the fandom before we sign off here?
Parting thoughts, I love you guys to death. I really do. Thank you so much for supporting my friend, and I hope to see you at a convention very soon.
Awesome stuff. All right, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Rock and Roll Dragon. Peace out, and rock on, Fuzzbutts.